Hello and welcome to Auto Arcadia. I'm one of the hosts, Colin Wood, and with me as always is...
Thomas, the other host. Hi there, Colin. How are
How
you?
you doing, dude? I'm fucking talking over the top of you like an ignorant prick. I am smashing, mate. Loving life. Um,
Good stuff. I'm glad to hear that.
yeah, I've been dead busy at work with my feet up on a desk for 4 out of 5 days, so hopefully I can take it a solid 5 out of 5 run. But yeah, we'll
And
see what
transition
happens.
smoothly into the weekend.
That's it, man. Transitioning super smoothly. Well, hopefully. It might all go pit shaped at the end, you never know.
Oh yeah, no, there's still a
Anyway,
day.
a lot can happen in a day,
Too much
so
can
it
happen in
can.
a day, totally.
A lot
But
can happen.
but that's not why we're here.
It is not why we're here. We're here to talk about some car stuff. Um, I believe Forza 6 was mentioned in the run up to recording tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised you. Excuse me.
No, you're okay.
I'm surprised that you didn't know Forza Horizon 6 was to be set in Japan, or did you?
Um, I, I didn't. It didn't strike me as a surprise, but I didn't like. I wasn't like, oh yeah, so it is. Like I think I've probably heard it or seen it like on the internet and kind of ignored it because I've kind of not been all that into Forza Horizon since like maybe Forza 3, whatever the one that was set in Australia was.
That would be three, yeah.
Yeah, like that was the last one I really played. Um, I played the UK one,
That was
and
four.
the fact that you could drive from London to Edinburgh, there was no Glasgow, and the M74 didn't exist, and like the fact that you could drive from fucking the Cornwall coast to Edinburgh in fucking 2 minutes across a quarter of a map, I was just like, yeah, I'm fucking done with this.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but the Australian one isn't exactly like an
Oh,
accurate representation of
no,
Australia.
I know the Australian one isn't like a good representation of the entire fucking continent of Australia either, but I feel like
What did you
I
think
think
of the one in the UK? Aside from, was it just the fact that the map was a bit like small?
the map felt very small. It felt claustrophobic. And ever since, I mean, number three was pretty arcadey, like with the fucking massive jumps and the 4x4s and everything else. And like, it, I like an arcade racing game, but it's going a bit too much to like the stupidity of arcade racing games, if that makes sense.
Do you know what? Right, they do lean further and further into like the spectacle and like doing like one-off showcase races that are quite like heavily scripted and stuff like that. And that's
Yeah.
something I've never particularly cared for in the Horizon series. Like, I actually think that okay, I'm just gonna get my soapbox out for a moment here because, like, I've got opinions. I've played quite a lot of the Forza Horizon games.
Fucking regale me, man.
Got opinions. And do you know what? The only one I haven't played is the first one because it was the that period of time where I didn't have an Xbox, so I couldn't play it.
Do you know as well, Forza 1, like the very first one, absolute fucking masterpiece.
Oh, the Motorsport one.
No, the Forza Motorsports Horizon. It's literally just
Ah, yeah.
Forza Motorsports, but then they drop you in an open roam massive map, and it's like totally made up. There's no, it's not like a, it's this is a mini representation of the US, for example, and you can drive from coast to coast in fucking 2 minutes. There's none of that shit. It's like a totally made up place. The map doesn't mimic anything, or at least I don't remember it mimicking anything. And
Is
the
it not
cars,
Colorado?
fuck, was it actually? Now that you say that, it might have been. It might have been Colorado. Now that you say that, but like having a state as a map in a game works, you know.
Do you, okay, I've got so many got so many things to say about this because this is like an area of knowledge. Forza Horizon One apparently is based on like a fictionalized kind of Colorado, so it's like elements of it, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough.
And like the Horizon 2 one was like kind of France, Italy kind of area along like the Mediterranean coast, I seem to remember. 3 was
What?
Australia, 4 was the UK, and 5 was Mexico. And
Really?
yeah, of all of those ones, I think 2 bang in. Really good map, really great location. Loved 2 so much. 3 I didn't really get on with as well. Uh, 4 I really liked the map of, but I more liked the fact that they brought in the seasons because racing in the snow is really, really good fun. I really enjoyed that. And 5 I wasn't really that into the Mexico map. But what also has annoyed me about Forza Horizon series over time is the increasing presence of off-road vehicles as like SUVs and like buggies, and it's not like that they're there because there's not actually that many compared to like the full roster of cars. But you end up getting quite a lot of events that skew that way as well. And God,
Yeah.
and like even the free roam events and stuff like that, like I don't really care about them at all. Like I'm just not interested in buggies. I'm not really interested in Jeeps. Yeah, okay, sure, stadium trucks are fun, but like actually the thing that I like about Forza Horizon is that I can take I don't know, I can take my like Lotus Esprit and I can stick some like off-road rally tires on it and I can just eat it through some walls in like the countryside and it's fine like because it's an arcade game, you just kind of get away with it, if you know what I mean. That's what I kind of like about it.
See, I don't like that part of it, you know?
Ah, yeah, you
Like,
don't like the fact that you can go anywhere and smash stuff up, and it's like a bit
oh
silly that
no,
way.
like that's totally fine, right? Like, but I think you need to have like a decent damage model if you're going to be doing that. Like, see when you're doing a race and it's like nothing but Ferraris and Lamborghinis and McLarens in the race, and you're storming along the motorway at Mach 10, and then it comes off to like A roads or B roads, and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of a fucking field. It's like, I'm sorry, nobody is fucking doing that mid race in a fucking hypercar or supercar. Like that's fucking bollocks. And it would totally destroy the car. And I know it's an arcade game and I'm probably taking it a bit seriously, but like I don't appreciate that. Like I'd rather just fucking one was perfect because it was all on road, you know? That was class. Nothing against like having rally events and stuff, but fucking tie it to a car. There's nothing like it kind of breaks the immersion when you're like actually having fun and you're in like a car that's properly rally prepared and then a big fucking Land Rover comes rocketing past you and you're like nobody puts a Ferrari V12 in a Land Rover. First problem. Nobody then adds two turbos to it and gives it 1200 brake horsepower. Like it, the 4x4s, the presence of them is a problem, like you say. But then like the sheer amount of races where you'll have a sprint that'll then tell you to go racing across the desert in a fucking car that's set up for like tarmac. It's like this is bollocks.
Yeah. I think in the Horizon series, my favorite type of races are the dirt and the rally races. Like they are really, really good fun. I feel like the Forza handling model is intuitive. I quite like it. It makes sense and stuff like that. But I feel like it really is the most fun and engaging to play in rally.
Yeah, I'll give you that actually.
I always find myself gravitating towards like when I was just kind of he's just messing about in like Horizon or something like that, and he's just building a car. I always find myself gravitating towards like a rally build of whatever I'm creating, just because I like the fact that it'll still drive fine on the road. Like it'll go fast enough, and it'll be a bit more slidey on the road and a bit more fun. But it's also a lot more capable off road, which means that I can just go wherever I want.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that, man. Yeah, because there was one race in the Australian one, Forza Free, Horizon Free, sorry, that I really did enjoy, right? And it was like it was Utes, so like Holden Maloos. So you're in like a utility vehicle. That's what they are, but a fast one. And they're like you're racing along the road, and then you go off road, And I was like, this actually fits. Like, this is quite cool. Like, doing this with a pickup's fucking class. This is the sort of shit you'd actually do. But then it was like maybe fucking 6 hours in after that, and it's like, do the same in a fucking Ferrari. It's like, this doesn't work for me.
I think that's fair, but like, I'm so torn about whether I really like this or I don't, or I kind of don't. The variety that Forza gives you, like you absolutely do not have to play with the car set that the race originally suggests,
Yeah,
and like I quite like that. But also sometimes it's kind of nice to have like, oh, we've created a sort of like campaign career for you of like different races that you have to do in different types of car, to make it like an actual bespoke experience rather than, oh, just do what the fuck you want. I don't know. It's tough. Like I think having both is kind of great. Like here's the one that you should use, and then but you can do whatever you want, which I suppose is kind of what Forza went for.
yeah. Do you know the problem here, actually, is the total lack of Need for Speed?
What do you mean by that? Because they still crank out the Need for Speed titles every now and again.
Yeah, but they're pretty shit.
I don't actually. Wait a minute. I played a couple of them right recently. I have played um,
Please tell me that
Unbound.
the run is one of them.
No, I have not played the Run.
Ah, man. Anyway, sorry. No, my point though. So, right, you remember like when Most Wanted was out and Underground 2
You
and
mean in
stuff?
the first time round, not the
Yeah.
remaster?
No, not the remaster, like the first time round. Like, we were in secondary school when Underground 2 came out, for example. Um,
Yes, definitely.
and then Most Wanted a little bit after that and everything else, right? That's about when the first Forza came out. So you had your arcade racer, right, which was Need for Speed. Then you had your traditional sim racer, which, well, semi sim. We'll call it semi arcade because we've done an episode on this before, which is Gran Turismo. And when Forza came out, they were like, we're not really interested in being arcade. We want to be semi sim. So we're fighting against like Gran Turismo. And then you had like your niche hardcore simulator games like Dirt,
Like
now
Richard
Dirt
Burton's
2,
Rally.
Assetto Corsa, whatever the Assetto Corsa sort of equivalent was back then. I don't know what it was, is the problem.
Um, Serious simulators back then. I don't know how long iRacing's been going on for on the PC, but it could have been one of them. And like Richard Burton's Rally as well.
Yeah, I would hazard a guess that most of your serious sims were all on PC at that time. Poca would probably have been quite a serious sim, probably more on the arcadey side of simming, but it's certainly more than what Gran Turismo and stuff was.
Yeah, it's so hard to say because like all of these like PlayStation 2 era games, not many people were using a wheel with these. So a lot of the racing games, even if they were sim, like, the
They
sim
were,
side, they were still
yeah, they
designed to
were
be played on a controller.
all gamepad and controller. Yeah, man.
100%, yeah, you totally know
Well,
the vibe. Whereas now, like the serious simulators, you need, well, no, it can be advantageous to have quite a serious rig to emulate the car.
yeah, man. Absolutely. Like without having really free pedal setup, proper force feedback wheel, you know, you're kind of not having the full experience. You're not really getting it the way it's designed to be played. Um, but backtracking a little bit, like we've had like Need for Speed and stuff, and that was what Forza kind of was like competing against. First Forza Horizon came out, and you kind of had like Need for Speed Pro Street, and they kind of lasted the really good Need for Speeds about that time.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked Pro Street. It was a bit of a departure, but I kind of liked it.
Legit think it's one of the best Need for Speed games ever made.
Have you played Shift or Shift 2?
Loved them both, but I think Pro Street was better. But Shift is the really interesting one here because Shift marked their kind of we're wanting to be semi-sim. We're wanting to be more serious
Would you
games.
say the shift marked their shift?
I would say it shift marked their shift, yes. Um, but right about that time, fucking Forza starts going more arcadey. The Horizon series especially.
I do agree with that, yeah. I actually think there is a sweet spot for the Horizon. I really liked 2. It felt nice. It felt really good. And I really liked 4. It felt pretty good. Although by that time, the kind of quirks of the handling model and the engine were kind of well understood. So there was like an optimum way to go about racing, which wasn't really. Well, that kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit when you kind of know the best.
Yeah, man. Do you know, this is a problem I've came across quite a lot, right? I play some tabletop games like Warhammer Kill Team and stuff. And there's a big focus on having like a meta
Hmm.
team build where it's like it's the most competitive build possible. And I just rock up and I'm like, I just want to have fun. Like I'm not bothered
Yeah,
about winning. I just want to cause fucking
completely.
carnage.
Completely,
But
like it's metas punish people who don't care about being competitive or just want to like explore and be creative in the game.
yeah,
Completely. Like I remember, did you? I don't know if you ever played a little bit of Hearthstone, that Blizzard card game.
I did not. No.
Okay, so I got into it, and do you know what? Right, I am quite proud to say, very small brag, but I never spent a penny on the game. So it's one of those like free to play games where you could buy packs and bloopy blue and stuff like that. To get
Yeah.
more cards and build your collection and like it kind of got to it started to become one of those things where there was like a very distinct meta, and those meta builds and some of the decks could be quite expensive to like to play, and they all followed like exploiting particular like mechanics. And
Yes.
I never bothered with any of that nonsense. I just tried to make like a fun deck, like maybe like trying to do something that I wanted to do and just like kind of have fun with it or build something totally myself to see if I could achieve like I could make it win. And like I was never very good. And then because I'd played it for so long, I still start to build up like a collection over time. So I thought, okay, I will try and like I'll just build a meta deck because I can like afford to do it, and I'll just go onto the ladder and see what happens. Because I would never bother. I would never bother with like the ranked playing it, and like without very much difficulty, I got to the second. There's like it's ranked like 1 to 25 or 30 or something. I can't really remember. And then when you get to 1 and you get enough wins, you get like a legend rank, which shows you kind of like how quickly you progressed up the leaderboard.
Right.
Like I never really cared, but like I managed to take someone who was like not very good at the game managed to take like a meta deck to like the second highest rank without that much difficulty. If you know what I mean, like it just became like there was a meta way to play, and it significantly improved your chances of winning. And then that's when the game started to kind of like just kind of die for me a little bit. I basically ended up only just playing it as a game between friends where we would play each other with silly decks and have fun with it.
Yeah, man. I totally get that.
So I completely understand. It's
Um,
so frustrating having like the meta, the way you must do things, crush any creative freedom in a game.
yeah. I mean, the same sort of argument, like I play quite a lot of tabletop stuff. Like this kill team that I mentioned, Star Wars Legion, Star Wars X-Wing, when
You
it was
have
a
like
game.
a local club to do it.
I used to go to Geek Retreat, you know the cafe.
No.
So there's a chain of cafes called Geek Retreat, and they were really good for having like just loads of people. Like you go in there with people playing like Yu-Gi-Oh fucking card games and all this pish, and I was like, I'm not
Aye.
interested in that. I just want to shoot shit.
There's totally a place, like kind of up the road that does something like that. And it's usually got even like because when I pass it at work, um there's usually a couple of people at a desk playing something, even like midday, during the week.
Yeah, that's really cool. Like, see that kind of scene. I like that. Like, I'm not really into going into like an actual club for it because then everybody's like meta builds and everything
Mm,
else. But I just wouldn't play people that had meta lists. Like, I would look up what's in the meta lists, and I would actively avoid people that were playing it because I'm like, I'm not interested in winning. I just want to have a laugh. If I win,
Yeah,
fucking power to me. Like, but I'm here just to enjoy the company with somebody that likes something I do and play. You
yeah.
know,
I totally get that. Sometimes the game, like what, just having a game is good fun.
precisely, man.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's nice. A little bit distracted from our original subject, which was like actually the New Horizon game.
Yeah, actually, we've meandered off,
I've
haven't we? I mean,
slightly
it's not
meandered.
too bad of a meander. Like, I can see how we got here at least.
Yeah, I follow the breadcrumbs back. So do you know what? The only reason that I brought it up is because I know that you're a Japanese car fan,
Yes.
and
So,
oh, fire on.
no, sorry, go on. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, just because I know you're a Japanese car fan, and because it's set in Japan, they've obviously made a little bit more of an effort to like capture some of the interesting JDM stuff that they've not necessarily had in the past. Although with Forza, it's difficult to say. They do recycle cars from other games quite a bit. It can be a little bit difficult to follow. Toyota's in it as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's nice to see Toyota coming back to Forza. Do you know why that started as well?
Was it
Um,
Toyota UK? They didn't want to be in the games anymore.
no, it was Toyota. You know when the new Supra came out and the new 911 came out at about the same time?
Hmm.
I think it was like Forza Motorsport 7, and they were like, "Yeah, we want the new Supra to be on the cover." And for Turn 10 went, "Sorry, the new fucking Porsche GT2's got to be on the cover because you know it's a fucking Porsche GT2." And Toyota threw their toys out the pram and went, "Well, fuck you, we're taking our license off you."
Wow. Well, how did that work for them? Because I'm pretty sure that they weren't in the release of Horizon 4, but then they were patched in later.
Yeah, they were.
So
So
yeah, nice to see
yeah,
Toyota not get their own way there. I think you'd
yeah.
be pleased to
I'll,
know in 6 so far confirmed because like it's not released yet at all, and I kind of love to look at a car list, but I only focused on the Japanese stuff that I thought was quite interesting. The Chaser and the Sora are appearing, and it's been a long time since I think I've seen either in one of the Forzas. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I don't think there has ever been a chaser in a chaser in a Forza game. There's definitely been a
There's been
Sora,
a Sora, aye. Some
but
of the earlier ones there was Sora.
it wasn't actually a Sora. It was a
It
Lexus
was
SC
Alexis. It
300,
was. Man,
which
I'm
was
so
the
glad that you said that because that is my memory. And I was like, but why does it look in my mind like Alexis?
yeah, it was the dirty, horrible, disgusting non-turbo. Well, it's not actually the dirty, terrible, disgusting non-turbo version. It was the non-turbo version, so you had to turbo it. But it's a 2J, whatever way you cut the cake.
Hmm.
Um, no, yeah, that fills me with joy. Do you know the one thing I'm really excited about this?
Oh, I go on then.
So you know how Forza Horizon always has a little mini game where you find the barn finds
Oh
in
yeah,
air
yeah,
quotes.
totally. Oh my
S-
god, what cars do you think are going to be barn finds?
Like the mid-engined MR2 with the V8, the SARD one.
Oh god, I think I do faintly remember that from
That
Gran
we
Turismo of old.
Yeah, we covered it in an episode as well of like fucking obscure cars.
Oh, we
Um,
did. Wow, that's bad.
they made two of them. Like that has to be in it. If that's not in it, I'm gonna be fucked off.
Yeah, but do they not laser scan the cars?
Yeah,
We need to find one of them. Is there one of the stars still kicking about?
they're all still. Both of them are still kicking about. If you go on YouTube, you'll find videos of them rotting in some fucking garage in Japan. Like if they're on YouTube, it's easy to find. You just inspect the element and see when the fucking video was recorded. It'll give you the GPS coordinates.
What, on YouTube? Is that now if it's uploaded? Oh yeah, well, I suppose from where it's uploaded.
Yeah. But you get that, and then you'd be like, right, I know where that guy is. I'll just ping that IP address and send the cunt an email. My God, it's not really this easy to fucking stop people. Just putting that out there. I'm not putting this on the internet with like a lesson of how to stalk cunts. You can't just inspect elements to find people's IP addresses. You can, but you shouldn't. You've been told, internet.
Okay, well, back to the cars. So yeah, the Chaser and the Sora in. Hopefully, we'll get some like nice looking models for them. Because that'll be sick. And like obviously, like, the GRE RS.
Yes.
Gotta love it as well. I mean, from my perspective, oh, the new GR GT is also going to be in it as well. I think that's a cover car. I think we might have talked about
Yes,
that.
that is the cover car actually. So it is. I went looking when we mentioned it before, and I was like, "Ooh, GRGT cover car. That's cool." Do you know as well? I'd like to see some really mad shit for the barn find cars, like alongside the Sard MC8. I want to say it was called, although I'm happy to be wrong on that.
Oh, you're gonna
Like,
have to help me out there.
I would like to see like a Tommy Chiara
I would like to
G
see, yeah,
R34 GTT 25 250R. Like that would be so fucking cool. And then like we could have like the RE Anemia wide body RX8, RX7, sorry, as one of them. Or you could have like a GT 300 chassis Supra, the JZ80, but it could be the but with the 3S GT engine in it instead of the 2J, so it's the 2 liter 4 cylinder. Like, there's so many cool fucking things they could do with this.
yeah. I mean, actually, there's a lot of, I've, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of cool Japanese only kind of stuff that could make really amazing barn finds. The thing that always disappoints me about the barn finds is it's like there's always one or two kind of duds.
Yeah,
Like I'm afraid, no, sorry, I actually don't really want a barn find of like a VW Type One or a Willys Jeep.
you know, the two that sprung to my mind there are the two that you mentioned.
I think they might have been once in the past. I'm just not interested. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
I agree.
like,
There's some really cool stuff. I really, really, really expect the AE86 to be barn find.
yeah, that'll definitely be one. If it's not in total panda colours with the kanji characters for tofu delivery car down the side, I'm going to be annoyed.
Mm. I really hope they lean into a little bit of the actually, it would be quite nice to see a little bit of like Initial D kind of style stuff. Because
Yeah,
there's a lot of the old like anime and stuff like that. There's a lot of it. They made like a fucking load of it. There's a lot of lore and story.
yeah, man. Do you know what would be really cool as well? Some special edition Evos and Imprezas, like the S201 classic Impreza as a barn find, and like an Evo 6 RS, like the one that they only made like 25 of.
Mm-hmm. I agree
That
that
would
they
be
would
really
make
cool.
fantastic choices.
Um, yeah, no, I'm gonna wait and see what people are like finding in the game because I'm not one for Forza Horizon, as I've said. But if the cars are there, I will fucking buy it. Like that's what would push me to buy it if the cars are done right.
Yeah,
But
fair.
yeah,
Absolutely fair. Like the kind of stuff that interests me in six is like all of the kind of silly little Japanese K car stuff, like the
oh
Honda City, the Beat, the AutoZam AZ1, which I'm pretty sure was
yeah,
a Mazda.
it was like
And
you could have like the Honda S660,
oh yeah, absolutely.
but that's a legitimate cool as fuck little car. Do you know they're expensive? Like they're like 30K to buy in this country.
Yeah,
Like ridiculous money. But sorry,
yeah,
do continue. The K cars are cool.
yeah. No, that's what honestly they're the kind of things I'm kind of looking forward to is the silly little K cars. I really love them. I love them in every game. I love them in real life. And there's some really ugly ones, but the little sports cars are fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to them being in the game. And
Do you know
also
what's
they've got
mental as well?
the Mitsubishi Montero Evolution, which is quite a cool looking off-roader.
Yes. To know as well, they need to put the Mitsubishi people carrier, the Space Wagon one in. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's basically a Mitsubishi Evolution an automatic gearbox and a people carrier body.
What?
Oh, do you not know about this?
I don't think so.
Oh, so Mitsubishi,
What
once
is it? A
upon a time, were
Mitsubishi?
fucking insane. So they made an Evo based people carrier.
Right.
I'm just googling it now. Mitsubishi
The
people
Evolution Wagon.
carrier. I don't know. With a 4AGE engine, right? Fucking hell, man. They only come in an automatic as well. Like they're fucking wild. So they are. And they've got like active yaw control and all the toys, like all the Evo spec is there. Um, but they're just fucking crazy.
Interesting. No, I had absolutely no idea about this. Is it the Mitsubishi Resort?
I don't know. It's one of the 2 liter ones. It's not the Delica or the Delicia or the what's that in? Or the Outlander. It's not those. Anyway, we're getting digressed. I'll keep looking for this in the background, and when I find it, I will tell you what it is. Um, but yeah, do you know?
I'm gonna send
Actually,
you a link and you can tell me if this is the one you're thinking of.
they look like dog shit. They look dog shit ugly.
Yeah, no, this car does look dog shit, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
It really does. It's got
Reject your cookies.
it's got some per design choices.
Oh fuck, that might be it.
The Chariot Resort Runner GT.
That might be it. But yeah, no, you could buy them with an automatic gearbox and an Evo engine in them, which was crazy. Mitsubishi was a very different company to what it is now at one point.
Yeah, they've totally changed.
They changed big time. And it's quite sad that they changed in the way that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, no, it was pretty wild. Do you know one thing that the Forza chat has kind of segued to almost?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's segued to it a little bit while ago, and then we kind of fucked off from it. Is Gazoo the
Yes, that is true.
GRGT?
I'm pretty sure we talked about Gazoo last time as well. Like it's difficult because they just I keep finding out stuff that's interesting about them.
Yeah. So one of the things we talked about was like all the Gazoo racing stuff in like the Tokyo Auto Salon.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the big bits of news is that they're becoming their own entity, which they always were. Like the racing side was always its own, but GR is becoming its own car brand.
Yes. Yeah, with the release of the GR GT.
Yeah. Um, and that for me is fucking amazing. Or I
Yeah.
think it's really cool. Um,
I think it's really cool. It led me on to like a little bit of a look at what GR's kind of had its hand in,
yeah.
and the list is fantastic. It like really, really is. Okay, actually, no, it's not fantastic because there is. They have put Toyota has put the GR kind of sport logo on a lot of stuff that I'm not 100% convinced deserves the logo.
Or like the Corolla GR in the UK, which is
Yeah,
just
or the
a hybrid.
Hilux.
Yeah.
Land Cruiser. I mean, all right, sure, whatever.
Do you know what though, right? I have mixed feelings on this because as we see, like with BMW, Mercedes, and Audi, with S Line, AMG Sport, and M Sport, right?
Hmm.
This works. Like this works for
Yeah,
sales, right? And the halo effect of having like the proper full fat GR cars and then having a lesser car with the same body kit on,
yep.
especially for it being Toyota, because I think we're very, very quickly approaching the era of Toyota, you know? It's in the UK, certainly. Like, I think that's a good thing that they're going to potentially start stealing market share because of that. They're going to get the halo effect and then have more attainable versions that people can actually fucking buy that look the same. And I'm kind of behind it because I'm all for the world's greatest car manufacturer getting more market share.
They're definitely making a bit more of an effort to like push the Toyota brand through the GR, kind of like sub brand, like kind of like logo and stuff like that. The GR image, like I've actually seen advertisements for it. But on top of that, I know that they've been a sponsor of the Haas Formula One team. No, they've been a technical partner with the Haas Formula One team for like last season, and I think next season they might become like a title sponsor.
Right? Is that quite a big deal, I take it?
Quite a big
I'm
deal. I
assuming.
think
Yeah.
honestly, I think Toyota really want to be involved in F. Well, they do obviously want to be involved in F1 again, but like I think ultimately in a few years' time we could maybe see like Haas become Toyota.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, it would be actually honestly, it would be really nice to see Toyota as a factory team in F1.
That would be cool.
I'd quite like that. That would be really nice. So, but like that also that investment is strategic, and that is a conscious effort to get the Toyota GR brand out there through
Oh, yeah.
F1. So like I think Toyota are actually properly seriously being like, yeah, we're pushing the advertisement, we're pushing out our brand, we want to like kind of essentially rebrand Toyota a little bit through GR.
Yeah. And it's working, man.
I mean,
Like,
they keep talking about releasing really really great looking cars. So yeah, I would say it's working.
I mean, short of Porsche and possibly BMW, I struggle to think of a manufacturer we talk about as often as Toyota.
I think we talk about Toyota the most, honestly.
Yeah, like I mean, we done like remember when we done like the future of the automotive industry and like where designs are going, where like the cyberpunk looks fucking really cool,
Did they
and
ever
like
make that Hyundai cyberpunk thing? Does
I
that
think it's
exist?
just a concept.
Was it like Vision 76 or something like that?
That's it exactly.
It
But
did look
then
too good to be true.
it did, to be fair. Like that was an absolute slam dunk if they made that into production. But we say that, but then we're not the people that buy brand new cars, and the people that buy brand new cars want Ford fucking Pumas.
You're totally right. That's absolutely harsh, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they want fleet cars.
or fleet cars. Yeah, like do you know what we need, right? Do you know that what would solve the car market problem is more bosses like the boss of Toyota.
Well, they actually want to like produce like good, exciting, interesting cars.
Yeah, so there's I've got a couple of interesting facts about Gazoo and Toyota, right?
Oh yeah.
And it really was it's like the brainchild of Akayo Toyoda. And he's like the head of Toyota. He owns the fucking show. Like the Yaris GR almost never happened. Like they came up with a plan for it, and then the bean counters were like, "Fuck that! We're not doing that. That's fucking mental." And then this guy basically went, "You're fucking sacked if you talk like that again. Toyota's becoming fun to drive again. So unless you want a serious pumping, fuck off and count beans somewhere else. That's a dramatization. I don't think he actually said that to the guy, but that's essentially what happened, you know? And like that's the reason why we have the RSGR.
Which is honestly such a cool car and created so much buzz in car communities for Toyota.
Oh yeah. Like, do you know the start of it was the GT86 as well?
Yeah,
Like
it
that's
was
really the
totally, yeah.
start of what like you can trace this awesomeness all the way back to there, you know?
And honestly, the GTA 6 it sold pretty well, I think. And you can, they're, they're quite readily available on the used market too. Started to
Yeah.
creep down in price as well, and it also had a sequel, which is always a really good sign for a sports car because like sometimes they come along and they just don't sell, and then you never see it again. That's
Precisely.
a bit disappointing, but I totally agree. And like on the Yaris thing, how many Yarises do you see kicking about with the GR Sport kind of whatever trim line on them?
Mate, not even that, right? How many legitimate GR Yaris's do you see kicking about? Because I'll tell you now, I see more GR Yaris's than I see M3s.
Do you know what? I agree. Yeah, I probably see more GR Yarises than M3s as well.
And
Absolutely.
I would say the Yaris GR could quite possibly be considered one of the best drivers' cars of the last decade.
Maybe, yeah, honestly. I mean, I've never driven one, but can't vouch. But like, it is the ideal collection of bits, you know?
Yeah,
Like
super lightweight,
super light, 4-wheel
s-
drive.
super short wheelbase.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what it's got going for it as well. And I always call this the classic mini thing, and people don't always immediately get it, but it's a wheel at each corner. There's no overhang.
Yeah,
Like it's like it's stout, short,
it's a
wide,
go kart.
precisely, man. Um, yeah. I mean, I can't sing its praises enough. I've not even fucking sat in one as well. Like,
The,
but do you know how people say, oh, like, are always like, oh, don't meet your heroes. Like, if you drive a Ferrari, you'll just be bored because they're so capable and shit. I think if you drive a GRRS, you're just going to be fucking smiling from year to year like a fucking prized idiot.
yeah, no, I honestly, it's right up there with the the new Alpine A10, no A110. Is
Yes.
that what that was? That was the we talked about that a wee while ago, but like the GRERS and that are both like in the back of my head as at some point these cars will lose a bit more value. Fingers crossed, hopefully.
Yeah.
And it might be something that that could be a cool car to own for a little bit.
Well, definitely. Like, do you know, like, see the first gen GT86?
Yeah.
Legitimately, when the kids are a bit older, when I'm looking for like a toy alongside the Merc, I am getting a first gen GT86. Like I've driven them. I've driven quite a few GT86s, and this is why I'm so confident in what the GR Yaris is all about. Because the same guy that saved the GR Yaris was integral to the fucking GT86 development. And anyone that's ever driven an RX-8 will know what I mean, or an MX-5. When you have like a really playful chassis that you can toy with the balance on and just take the piss with, you know? Like you can be so exuberant that it just does what it does and it's just fun. And the GT86 was that on steroids. Like hands down one of the nicest cars I've ever driven from a balance and handling point of view.
So what it's all about, isn't it?
That's it, man.
Not
Like
crazy power, but just really, really fun.
and like you were wringing its neck in the first 3 years right up to the red line and you were doing 80 mile an hour. Like you can wring its neck in the first 3 years and you're not getting banned for fucking 6 years and going to play mummies and daddies with Big Harold in the big house, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's Toyota seem to be making some quite interesting stuff, and it puts them in the minority in car manufacturers.
Certainly does. Um, another. little thing here that might just like highlight the the level of involvement that this guy has. So the guy that's like actually fucking running the show and like who saved the GR Yaris, he races under a pseudonym, which is Maurizio.
Right.
So he actually races like he's a legit fucking competitive driver in race series, and he's the one that's at the helm of Toyota at the minute.
That's such good news, considering like normal executive patterns of behavior. It's nice to have someone who's just like, nah, I just want to drive my car.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't fucking help but say that the guy's like doing like as we've said, like GR Motorsport and the success that it's had's fucking absolutely boosted their image stratospheric.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the only shit thing is that America complained that they weren't getting the GR Yaris. So then they put all the GR Yaris running gear in a Corolla.
I quite like the
And
GR Corolla.
yeah, but then we don't get the fucking GR Corolla. That might have changed since the last time I read about it. But I mean, as far as I'm aware, the UK doesn't get the Corolla though.
No, I don't think we do.
You've got to import a grey one from Japan, which isn't a problem. But
Yeah, I mean, it's just a shame. I mean, well, I talked about it last time round. Like, I really, really would love one of the Copens, but
yes, man,
that's not going to be sold over here.
it is slightly disheartening when you get the news that a car you really fucking want isn't coming.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Yeah, like we're gonna making this really exciting car, and then you're like, oh, and it's like it's gonna be cheap. And you're like, oh, it's gonna be only in America. You're like, ah, okay, right.
yeah, bastards.
Awesome.
um, yeah, I mean, do you know as well? Like some of the things that have been really integral to Gazoo as well is the rallying, like actually the proper motorsports side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like they returned in 2017 and immediately just were like fucking near the top of the charts consistently in WRC with the fucking GR Yaris.
Oh, I bet that
But,
thing's an absolute weapon as a rally car.
mate, have you seen some of the footages of it rallying?
I haven't know.
It's wild. Like you need to have a look. Like multiple championships, multiple like since 2017, which that's fucking good. Like that's just and that's impressive to
Mm-hmm.
take a fresh chassis and just rock up and be like, yeah, we're gonna start winning, and then actually start winning. That's cool as fuck. And Le Mans as well.
Lemons.
Um, Le Mans, yeah, Lemons. GR010 hybrid, I think it's called. It's in the leg. It's in the hypercar class. But before that, like the hybrid prototypes were fucking decimating in LMP1. Like with multiple Le Mans wins. Like that's quite something. Because until Mazda in the 90s, no Japanese manufacturer had ever won Le Mans.
Yeah, so true.
To then have multiple wins by a Japanese manufacturer is quite something. So
Yeah, yeah, no, and consistency is really impressive in motorsports.
yes, definitely.
Like it's a variable game, highly variable game.
And to be able to like rock up and keep winning, that's the impressive bit. Like you say, the consistency is just like fucking yes. And one other really cool point about it as well is they don't seem to be really pushing the hybrid and electrification agenda forward.
Yeah, not massively, really. I mean, they do do PEV.
But then Do you know, I think this might make them like the last bastion for car enthusiasts, you know? Because like BMW's just came out and said that the next M3 will be 100% electric.
Oh yeah, no, BMW have kind of gone off the rails recently.
They really have. But then you've got Toyota who are like, electric cars are a shill game. We're not getting involved. It's bollocks. The future is hybrids and hydrogen. Well, I'm just like fucking right. I can't disagree. I've been singing that song for fucking years.
Honestly, to be fair, right, I have known you a long time, and I also have known you to talk about hydrogen fuel cells for a long time.
Yeah, like it's just the way forward, man.
I,
So
I
it
I
is.
agree. It makes a lot of sense, and there's a lot of applications where it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and like for me, I always look at it like a retrofit thing. Like there's so many cars on the road, it's unrealistic to expect them all to be scrapped to put a hydrogen one on the road. Hydrogen, you can convert any car to run on it. You know,
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that you could convert any car to be electric, but it would kind of ruin the car.
it would make you gay as well.
I'm not sure that's true. Do you know? We were talking about why we don't see that many M3s.
Yes.
Just, do you want to know how much like a new M3 is?
Fucking, you know what? I don't actually have a clue on this
I'm
one.
gonna take a
Tell me.
guess. How much do you reckon to get a M3 competition?
Oh, so what? Like quite a high level one then, or is the competition now the base spec?
Do you know what? I have no idea. I think
Okay. Do you know a
competition
competition?
was fairly high spec. Yeah,
I reckon you're probably talking 95k plus for a competition.
bang on. Yeah, it's about 90 to
Really?
100k. Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll take that. Like, I was quite unsure about my guess there. I was like, actually, I don't know if this is high enough. I think it might be too low.
In contrast, do you want to know how much an Alpine A110 will set you back?
Oh, not like the mega spec one, but like the entry
Yeah,
level
just
one.
an entry level one. Yeah,
I reckon between 50 and 65k.
you're very good at this. 50, basically high 50s.
Fucking happy
Yeah,
days.
man, you're 2 for 2. I'm gonna try and find another car you can estimate here.
Fair enough.
What about a 911 Carrera 4 GTS?
Oh no, that the Carrera 4 one bit froze me. I reckon just a Carrera, you're probably talking 80 to 95. I reckon a four GTS, probably like 110 to 125, maybe 130,000.
150-ish.
Fuck, I underestimated that one then.
That was a bit optimistic, yeah.
Wow. Do you know what's really impressive?
What's that?
Give me a used car, any
Yeah, I
mileage
mean,
you want.
new car prices are crazy. I mean, I'm looking at kind of like high end sporty stuff, but even so, what cheaper to run? Let's go for it. Let's go for the frugal stuff. To be fair though, right? You can get a newish car for not an insane amount of money. Like 20k will get you into something fairly new.
Yeah, but it's got to be like a fucking
I mean,
Dacia.
it is like a hairdryer, right? But
Yeah.
anyway,
Do you
sorry,
know
I was getting
what?
distracted. Like I was just getting shocked by the cost of some things. I was actually looking to see if there's any new exciting cars coming up.
Do you know, I've given up on Googling new car news because it's all just
Oh, those lists.
fucking electric cars.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I totally. What do you go to for your? Oh, I'm gonna go for a really basic consumer one. I want to see what the consumers are getting.
You're not gonna be bowled over by it.
Oh, the Alpine A390.
That is not a consumer car.
It's also not. It's also a sort of like kind of bigger. It's a crossover.
Do you know what you're looking at here? And it pains me to say it, is like MGs, Vauxhalls, Ford Pumas, like just horrible, mundane, boring shit.
Yeah,
Or like Hyundai Ionics, um, and just horrible machines. You know, have you seen the new electric car advert by the UK government, by the way?
no.
So, like, I remember watching it with Bex, right? And we're sitting watching telly, and it comes on, and there's like this guy talking on the screen, and then his hair starts standing up on end like he's been electrocuted.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to like another guy, and they're like, "Yeah, but they don't go very far." And then his hair stands on end, and he says some epiphany like, "Fucking, oh, electric cars are suddenly great. Let me suck their cock harder." And then like it cuts to like a family, and they're like, "Oh, this, that," and the next thing about electric cars, and their hair stands on end. And I turned around to Bex, and I was like, "Would that advert make you want to buy an electric car?" She's like, that advert put me off buying an electric car.
Yeah.
It's actually achieving the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Honestly, I have not seen that advert. The adverts I see from the government quite a lot are defense spending is good, and also maybe you should join the army.
Yeah,
Like, I see that one quite a lot. I see it's like, yeah, defense spending, very good.
I remember being asked this question, right? Um, like when everybody's young, everybody wants to be in the army. Everybody wants to be an army man. You're running about shooting each other with fucking sticks in the playground and stuff. And then like you get a bit older and you realize I'm gonna get shot at for minimum wage.
Yeah,
And it's
essentially.
like I could just get sworn at for minimum wage, like in McDonald's or something, and I'm intelligent enough that I can sign my own name without having to stop and spell it out. So I'm
Yeah.
probably not. I'm probably not destined to be an infantryman. Um,
I mean, the risk of being shot, no matter how small, is worth avoiding. And
yeah,
yeah.
like I know I've got quite a few friends that were in the navy actually, and I was like, "Why did you join the navy anyway?" They're like, "Well, because it got us like qualification, apprenticeship, guaranteed wage for like 5 years." I was like, "Right," and I was like, "But quite a few of the forces would do that." He goes, "Yeah, but nobody's shooting at me on a boat." Fair fucking play.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's actually a very good point.
They're like, where are we at war? Like desert countries. I'm on the sea. It's like fucking fair point. Absolute fair point. Like,
Sunbathing on deck.
yeah. Some of the stories I've got are fucking insane as well. Like, I'll tell you in person because I'm certainly not putting them out on the pod.
Fair enough.
Um, Actually, little segue here. So the boyo wanted to try airsoft a couple weeks back. Did I
Oh
tell you
yeah,
about
I don't
this?
know if you did. No.
No. So fortnight ago, I ended up running around the woods in Cumbria with a toy gun, shooting other adults that were holding toy guns like a fucking idiot, and it absolutely obliterated my knees. I couldn't
Oh,
fucking walk the
oh
next day at work.
no!
Um,
That's it. Sounds
but
actually sounds good fun until you got to the knees part.
my knees were fine until the next day when I woke up. Like I never even felt them, but then I woke up the next day and looked down, and it was just like somebody had inflated a balloon under my skin. It just went.
Fuck.
But fantastic fun, right? My favorite part of the day was the grenades.
Okay, tell me more.
It's basically just a firework that makes a big flash and a bang. And if you're within 5 meters of it when it goes off, you're dead in air quotes, and you have to put your hand up and shout hit. And you
Right.
count to so this is how it works, right? If you get shot or you get hit by a grenade or somebody stabs you with a rubber knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fucking unhinged.
Sounds great, honestly. I'm so on board for this.
So if any of those things happen, you stand up, you put your hand up, and you shout "hit,"
Yep,
right?
fair.
And then you count to 10. After which you can shout "medic," and somebody can run over to you and like put their hand on your shoulder, and you both count to 10. And if neither of you get shot during those 10 seconds, you're back in the game. If you don't get a medic and you don't get revived in air quotes, you walk 30 yards away in the opposite direction to the enemy and you respawn. So then you just run back in and start shooting folk again.
Mm-hmm.
Riotous good fun,
Yeah,
right?
that sounds great.
But there was quite a lot of closet commandos.
Wait, what closet commandos? So what was this just like you rocked up and there was a bunch of other random people about?
This was a legitimate it's a legitimate like paintball range that also does airsoft, right?
Okay.
Um,
It wasn't just something
and
you organized and you're like, well, we'll just go to the woods and shoot each other.
no, I mean there was like 70 or 80 people with like 40, like 30, 40 people on a team, and there's two teams, and we were like proper pitched battles, like fighting each other.
I get you, yeah.
And they've got like buildings that you have to capture and stuff that the objectives in. I loved throwing the grenades into the buildings because it made everybody fucking deaf. Um, but yeah, it was class, like absolute good fun. But there was some people there that took it very seriously.
Okay, yeah, I could totally imagine that.
Like some of them were like the what you would kind of imagine if I went big sweats.
Yep.
Um, but some of them were like really cool. Like they had like fucking like legitimate like ballistic helmets on with like earmuffs that had radios built in, and they had like they had like full like plate carriers with like a fucking big assault rifle that's battery powered that shoots like fucking 10 million BBs a second, and like it was just fucking wild. Like the kit and that, but some of them took it very fucking seriously.
Yeah, no, I'm beginning to get the vibe. So where does it where was there like kids and adults both like fighting in the same arena?
Oh yeah, there was everybody from like 13-year-olds, which is the minimum age you have to be,
Mm-hmm.
to like 50, 60-year-olds running about.
So it's a good
Um,
time.
yeah, there was a guy running about with a machine gun with a fucking vest on and a pair of trackies with Adidas trainers. And he's just like absolutely mowing folk down. And then there's another guy that was there with like a samurai sword in like a World War II officer's outfit. And I was like, this is in fucking insane.
What the fuck?
Like, it was fucking wild. Like, honestly, it was class, man. I'd recommend anybody try it.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's actually not something I've done. I've never done paintballing or airsoft or anything like that.
Fair enough. Paintball sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. I've done paintballing a couple of times. I've only done airsoft the once. I prefer airsoft, but that's because I'm bald. And the last time I went paintballing, I got shot in the top of my mask, but the paintball didn't like bounce off and it also didn't burst. All it did was put fucking backspin on it, and it put like a fucking bruise across the top of my head where it
Oh
backspun
no.
across my scalp, and it was sore as fuck. Um, but apart from that, paintball's class. Um, I keep getting told off in paintball though because I shoot the referees.
I didn't know there's referees. That seems it's not just people basically going around to make sure someone's not like getting shot in the face over again.
Yeah, so you've got people with like big clear shields, and they're in big like blue jackets so that you don't shoot them. But the problem is, right, you get shot in the visor, and then if you wipe it, it just smears everything. So you can't really see any colours, but you can see movement. So what I started doing was I hunkered down with loads of fucking paintballs, and as soon as I seen movement, I just fucking lit it up. And of course, the referees aren't hiding. So most of the movement that I saw was fucking referees. So I just fucking absolutely obliterated them with like fucking 200 paintballs.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So they weren't very impressed, but when I explained myself, I was like, "Well, I can't fucking see anything, and you won't let me take the mask off to clean it because you're afraid I'll get shot in the face." Um, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, give me some rags to take in to wipe my fucking visor with, and they're like, "We're not giving you rags, you'll lose them." It's like, well, I don't know what you want me to do then.
So bring your own rags from home.
Yeah, it's like, well, fucking, I don't know what you want, but I'm gonna continue to shoot you if you continue to move. And they were like, oh, okay. So yeah, no, but paintball's good fun. But I recommend you try airsoft. Um, just rent all the gear. There's no point buying it.
Hmm.
Just rent it. It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, no, I should definitely give that a go.
Yeah.
While you were away, I was just having a kind of like a wee nosy about Auto Trader, just looking
Ooh,
in the local area, and I found a lot of black cars for sale actually, which
really?
I'm not really that into. I don't really like black as a color, but I found uh, um Clio, whatchamacallums.
Oh, 172?
No, no, the later one, the 200. RS
Ooh,
200, which I actually
right.
quite like. I like the front end of those. I like their squat kind of look. But in black, I think black on black as well. Black alloys, black interior, black exterior. Not so sure about that. But you could,
Ooh.
yeah, I kind of like a bit more color than that to a car. But it's very, very cheap. Or they've come down in price since the last time I looked at them.
Yeah. I think Reynolds are weird, you know. And this isn't a dig at Reynolds because, as we've discovered previously, we are fans of the RS Renault range. Um,
Yeah, or like the 197 and the 182.
yeah, and the
Was it
Megane.
179 and 182? No, 182 and 197.
Was there not a 162 as well? 162, 172, and then 192, and then the 200.
Nah, there's a 182
Right.
and
A
there's a.
172, a 182, 192.
Wait, no, is there a. Oh my god, am I wrong? Right, the 172 exists. The 182 also exists, right? 197.
They are
The
cool.
197's also one, yeah.
Although, for me, I would have a Megane, but that's just because I'm a large car pervert.
Yeah, whereas I am the exact opposite. I would be like, I want to buy the smallest car I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also saw a DB9 for sale.
Ooh.
Guess how much uh I want to say a what year would this be? An '07 DB9 is.
35k.
Oh man. In that case I've got a DB9 to sell you.
Really?
20.
Wow. That's low.
That's quite
Do you
low, isn't
know,
it?
there's the occasional outlier that really fucks with my like my pricing. Usually, if I look at something, I can be like within 500 quid of the fucking price of it. But yeah, I'm miles off there. Like that's actually a bit insane.
That is quite insane. Yeah.
Do you know as well, right? I legitimately think if you do the spannering yourself, something like that works as a purchase.
Until you have to buy a part. Until you have to buy a part that's only
Well,
available
no,
for the
right?
official dealership
Because,
network.
and this is why, right? Because like the DB9 was quite popular in motorsport and GT racing,
Hmm.
and also at the time when they came out, loads of people had them. Like they were fucking everywhere. They sold more Aston Martin DB9s than they did Mondeo STs.
I mean, I could definitely believe that, though. That's fair.
Yeah. But do you know what happens when a car's really widely had like that? Is the aftermarket starts making parts for it.
Aye, because it's economically worth doing it, basically. Aye.
So like instead of like going to fucking Austin Martin and getting absolutely pumped over the price of like discs and pads, you go online and just get EBC discs and pads, and they're the same price as they are for a fucking Mondeo. Or for like if you need ignition coils, you just get uprated ones. Like, and the thing is as well, this really fucks me off a lot of the time. When people are like, "Oh, but it's a 50,000 car, it's pound car. It comes with the running costs of £50,000 car." It only comes with running costs to that if you're not willing to actually drive those costs down. Which I get. I get that it's a very specialized point of view, right? But see if you're so inclined, where like you needed, I don't know, something obscure, like say like a suspension air pump for like air suspension. Because quite a lot of these highfalutin motors that were really expensive, like S-Class Mercedes, for example, right? Like people say, "Oh, the fucking air suspension compressor's fucked." Like, well, how's it fucked? Because it's literally a vessel with a little piston engine or whatever on top of it that compresses air into it. How can that be fucked? Take the motor out and go and get it rewound at an engineering shop for like a couple £100 instead of the fucking 4 grand that Mercedes want for a new pump. Like everything is made of components, and components can be fucking replaced. Like that, whatever Mercedes sell you comes from somewhere in a supply chain, you know?
hmm
And at the end of the day, it's an electric motor with a fucking air compressor on the end of it. It's not specialized equipment. Like if you take it to a mechanical engineering workshop, they'll be able to fucking build you a rebuild kit. Like take it apart, measure the tolerances, give you an O-ring kit that fits it. You know, like quite a lot of the time, when stuff goes wrong, you can repair it. It's just we're in a society that values just replacing it over repairing it because they see repairing it as a waste of time because it takes time instead of just fitting a new one.
Yeah, no, I do kind of agree with that, yeah.
And the reason this annoys me is because we're going to fast approach a point where ICE cars are going to be a very valuable commodity and the parts are only going to get more expensive
hmm And
as
harder
scarcity
to
grows.
find as well.
Precisely. So there's going to be a place for people that can actually rebuild stuff, and I can see it on the horizon. But more importantly, I think there's going to come a time where to keep an ICE car on the road, you're going to have a bit of ingenuity to actually accomplish that.
Aye, maybe. Honestly, I mean, I think there's going to be like a decent length of support for them, legacy support.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be the next year, for example, but certainly in the next couple of decades.
Do you know what'll get harder and harder is cars from like I want to say sort of like the kind of mid 50s to the 80s, maybe that kind of range.
Yes.
It'll get harder and harder to find people that know those cars and stuff
Yep.
that still caters to those kind of cars.
Yeah.
Because the same thing happens with like like all those like kind of the vintage cars and stuff like that. There's not as many places cater to that sort of thing anymore.
There really isn't. And like what you find is like there's a class after vintage, which is veteran,
Mm-hmm.
which is stuff that's like legitimately up to like 100 years old. Um, and like that's a legit fucking scene, like the veteran car scene. Veteran motorbikes are a big thing as well. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be ever increasing class of car, like veteran vehicles. And when you get to that stage, really like you're really looking at like resto mod and stuff. There's not really a possibility of replacing it.
Yeah, I completely agree. That
But
is a shame. I mean, sometimes some of the rest of the mods could be done really, really well. It's just it's a lot of money, typically.
yeah, it's well, it isn't. It isn't. Like for instance, if you look at the car I've got now, the Merc, so a W204 chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes have a common hub design. So from the W, like the S class from the early 2000s, if I wanted to put big brakes on my car, I could just go to the scrapyard and get an S500 with Brembo calipers on it, take the calipers off, they'll bolt right onto my car, and then put like an AMG sized disc on it. And that would give me a big brake kit for like
Yeah.
100 quid.
No,
Yeah,
we do love a little bit of parts compatibility.
we do. But knowing that information is what the key is, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Knowledge is power, and like again, a little bit of like skill and ability.
Yeah, I'll give you that as well. But I no, there's lots and lots of ways round the problems that are typically encountered by running something that's a bit unusual. But, you know, the big thing is we can always manage to fucking get round them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always effects. It just might not be pretty.
Well, precisely. That's it really. Um, yeah, it's just fucking aye. Aye, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you something I found. I really like this, but I think it's the money's too strong.
Ooh, I like a mystery. I really like that.
It's cool, isn't it?
It
I
is.
really like the Esprit, and I actually kind of perversely like the second. Is it the S2 they call it, the one in the 90s
Yes.
or the late 80s, early 90s, I suppose. I really quite like them. I wouldn't pay like 20K for one,
No.
but I do think they're pretty cool.
That is a cool car. Do you know, I seem to remember these having a bit of a reputation for being an absolute fucking widowmaker as well.
Take a look at the last few pictures because it shows you the suspension arms, which is double wishbone, I think,
Um, hold on.
and it shows you a little bit of like the tubular frame chassis that supports the
Yeah, that's
motor.
cool. So it's multi-link rear suspension.
Multi-link, thanks man.
No problem. Yeah, tubular space frames are cool.
Yeah, I know it's one of those things where the car itself on the outside it doesn't actually look. It just looks like a bit of an car. Like, okay, yeah, it's a sports car, but you wouldn't look at that and immediately think, oh, that'll be a tubular frame.
No, you wouldn't. I didn't actually know they were a tubular frame. I thought they were an aluminium monocoque with a fiberglass body over the top.
I mean, it might be just the rear behind the cabin is, kind of space frame.
Yeah. Do you know one thing that really annoys me that would drive me around the fucking twist if I owned that though?
What's that?
Is how grubby the white leather is in the
Oh,
center
it's
console.
filthy inside. Yeah, the white leather center console and blue and white leather chairs is quite a strong interior. I'm less sold on that.
But overall, I like that. That's cool.
this is my new bit of fun, is to, rather than look for particular cars, I just look for whatever's near
Fair, man.
to see what's
Yeah.
going.
Like Montrose isn't far away at all.
No, no, not at all. I actually
Um,
saw a Corrado VR6 for sale. It looked pretty standard actually.
right.
And I really like the Corrado. I think that's quite a cool car. What I also noticed is the price, the money they were asking for that is about 1.5 times the money with the last time I looked at them.
Huh. Yeah.
So they've got a bit more spenny.
Do you know, I never got the Corrado thing.
I
Like
know. I
I never thought they looked particularly cool. There was always something off about the proportions for me. I was just like, I don't really get it. Um, but I can appreciate like for me the G60 one would be the one to have.
I've seen a few G60s kicking about because that's what a 1.8 supercharged.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I think.
Um,
Do you know what? The part of me that's like, I really like big engine and small car wants the VR6, but the G60 is probably a little bit more fun.
yeah.
Like, I can imagine there's maybe a little bit less weight hanging over the front of that.
Oh, Tom. So it's let me open up your search. Have you seen the Alfa Romeo,
Where
the
am I looking?
4C?
No.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm sending you that. I'm sending you that right now.
Where's
Copy.
that?
It's I just pressed back from the advert you sent me,
Oh,
and
I
it was
think
like
it's maybe. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure, but there was not one I saw.
it's gorgeous. I remember we actually put this like front and center in an episode because we were like, if you really wanted a nice driver's car, I think this would be a place to go. And looking at it, I'm just like, this is we were absolutely correct to put this as front and center as like a driver's car you could buy with a carbon monocoque.
Oh, I mean, black is not the color, but yeah, the 4C. What a fantastic looking little car.
But gorgeous. You know, right? I really want to own an Alfa Romeo at some point.
Hmm. I know someone selling one.
Is it rear wheel drive?
No.
That's the fall down then. Um, like I would love to own like a Giulia or a 4C. Like
Hmm.
that would be peak Alfa Romeo for me. Like I don't think you could really get much better than that. I think that's class.
What about the
Um,
156?
not rear wheel drive. It's front wheel
I don't think
drive.
it is rear wheel drive. No.
Um, do you know the Cloverleaf one that they had on Top Gear and Clarkson painted it mint green?
Yeah.
I would have one of them in a heartbeat. I think they look incredible.
Yeah,
On
I'm
the
not sure if
subject of
there's an alpha that really super appeals to me.
the Giulia Quadrifoglio,
Oh yeah, no, that's nice. Yeah, you're quite right. Actually, you're totally right. It's that or the 4C. They're the two.
yeah,
Probably two of the more expensive ones.
yeah, they're deaf. Well, actually, no, the Quadrifoglio one is like ridiculously attainable. Like some of them are below 30K, and it's a Ferrari V6 with in a front drive rear wheel drive, a front engine rear wheel drive fucking saloon car. It's fucking incredible.
Do you
Do
know
you know
where
a
else?
car
Do
that
you know where else you can get a Ferrari V8 in a rear-wheel drive saloon car?
where Maserati?
Yes, in the Quattroporte. And I'm sure I saw some content somewhere where someone had bought one for 3 grand, and I don't think it worked. But
It,
also,
I mean, if you
come
buy one for
on.
40 grand, it doesn't work though.
Sorry.
If you buy one for 40 grand, they have a habit of not working.
Yeah, no,
So
it doesn't matter what price of the car of the cost of the Maserati. It's gonna break. So just go for the cheapest one. So you've
yeah,
got way more budget for repairs. I
do you
honestly
know?
like the Quadriporte. It's such one of those cars that I feel is like my ruin. Like I feel like I always have to be on my guard. But like, do not buy a really hopelessly unreliable car as your only car.
Yeah, I don't, mate. I have great success doing that very thing.
No, I know you do, but you're lucky, man.
I wouldn't say that. Did you see the bath that I took on that fucking BMW?
Oh yeah, but
Um, do you know though, right? On the subject of Maserati, you can buy a Cat N Maserati Gran Turismo for fucking 13K from Croydon.
there's one in there was one in there's a Gran Turismo for sale on Car and Classic that's about that price and it's probably a bit straighter than the X write off.
Don't know, man. I like a write off. I've just sent you a Maserati Gran Turismo, and I think you would absolutely buy this if you had the money spare. I would absolutely buy this if I had the money spare.
Why did you find the weakness color? 15K.
Yeah.
God, Maseratis never hold their money, do they?
No, they do not.
Maserati defies gravity by plummeting even faster in value.
They take terminal velocity and add a factor of 10 to it.
Yeah, like Porsche Taycan levels of depreciation, but just
That is,
across the entire product range.
mate, that's gorgeous though.
Yeah,
That is,
I quite like that. I won't lie. I think I would probably be getting rid of the black alloys, but the rest of it very nice.
yeah. You know what? I would reckon, right, as a used buy, that's not terrible.
I completely agree, but I also think I might be wrong because I just really like this kind of stuff.
Like, if I had £15,199 in my bank right now, I would phone them up and buy that remotely and just be like, deliver it to my house. And I would rock about in it as a daily driver. It would not fucking, I wouldn't bat an eyelid. I'd just be like, fucking send it.
I mean, realistically, you're not gonna pay exactly what they want for that.
Oh
How
no,
many
I'm going to
people?
pay like 3 grand less.
How many people are knocking on their door to be like, "Oh, you still got it?" It's like, "Of course, we've still fucking got it. No one wants this."
Do you know what though, man? With like a Quattroporte, I reckon you'd be correct, but not with a Gran Turismo. Because remember when you were saying at your work when I bought the 6 Series and you said to your gaffer, you're like, how much do you reckon you
Mm,
bought that for? And he's, or how much do you reckon that's worth? And he's like, oh, 10K. And it was like, fucking a tenth of that.
mm-hmm.
Like, that's Maserati Gran Turismo does the exact same thing. Like, people will look at that with a private plate on it so they don't know how old it is, and they'll be like, oh, fucking hell, that guy's got like a 100K car and it cost him 10 grand. I reckon there's a certain subsect of society that would really go for one of them because it makes them look flash as fuck.
It is quite a flashy car, yeah. Like it actually still looks great. I mean, it's 16-year-old and looks fantastic.
Well, they've aged beautifully.
Yeah, honestly, I think I like the look of a lot of Maseratis. Maybe not the
Yeah,
Gran Tur the Gran was it the Gran Turismo or Gran Sport or something before
the
this one?
Grand Sport.
Yeah, not as big a fan of that.
They went through quite a gawky phase, you know?
Yeah, there was the design of that one was maybe a little bit cumbersome to me. Yeah, I agree. Gawky is a good way of describing it.
Uh, I'm now just looking to see what fucking disastrous Italian cars you could buy. Um,
I like if that was just the keyword she's used. Disastrous Italian cars.
And do you know, right? I think I'm kind of skewed on this, man, because I really don't get terrified about the potential purchase of a car.
Right.
Like, I mean, I would never buy a Land Rover because I don't want to have to remove the fucking body from a ladder chassis to change a turbo. But
Yeah.
like,
You don't
honestly,
want the
like,
words "that's an engine out job" to be uttered.
I don't know. Which is why I don't buy Audis as well, because timing chains are horrific. But like, genuinely, there's not really a car on sale that would like terrify me as an ownership proposition. I'd just be like, well, fuck it, I'll run it till it blows up and then I'll fix it.
Yeah, absolutely fair. I mean, it would depend on the price for me. Like, I would have no real bother jumping in on getting something cheap, being like, well, it's a risk, but whatever, you know?
Yeah, like if it's in that disposable bracket, like fucking under 3K, let's say, where you'd be like, I could justify a punt on that. You'd be like, ah,
Yes,
fuck it,
that's
send it on.
that's exactly the framing. It's like, okay, fine, it is worth a go. It could be good. If that lasts a year, that's a total bargain.
Yeah, man. Like that, I kind of look at a lot of stuff like that. Like I don't see the point in being put off by it. Life's too short. Just fucking do what you want.
I mean, honestly, fair. Totally fair. Life is too short. Do you know what I've just stumbled upon on a totally unrelated note? I've stumbled upon a car that I recognise on Auto Trader.
Right?
And I've got that the Motor Watch plugin to do the to do price tracking on Auto Trader. And it
Ah,
also
okay.
tells you how long the advert's been up. It's been up for it's been up for almost 2 years. The twenty
Wow.
third of March 2024 was when it was uploaded.
Right.
And it's naturally made me wonder, what is the oldest advert on Auto Trader? What is the oldest valid advert? Not like a recurring bullshit one, but like someone who's just trying to sell a car and they've been trying since like 2019.
I'm probably gonna be horrified by what you tell me here, aren't I?
I don't know if you can sort by age oldest. Oh wow. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a car's. Yeah. It was the car's age that I ended up looking for as the oldest.
You're
Not
gonna
the
have something from like the 1900s, aren't you?
Yeah, no, it was like, oh, that's a really old Merc. It must have been sitting on the market for a while, and I realized that no, it's sorting adverts by oldest.
That's class.
Yeah, and I feel very foolish. This is very annoying. You can only sort by most recent. So I think I have to scroll down like a million pages to find the oldest advert.
Really?
Yeah, this could be some time. Oh well, I guess I'll never know. It's a shame.
Right, I'm gonna send you some adverts here while we're chatting because we're just kind of shooting the shit now
Pretty
for the
much,
last kind of 20 minutes.
we
Um,
have kind of abandoned any like formal topic.
I actually have something I want to discuss.
Oh yeah.
So today, while hard at work, fearlessly beavering away for my corporate overlords,
Mm-hmm. Like a good
um,
little cog.
like a good little cog, I was on Facebook watching reels, and I discovered something. And the reel that I came across was Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh, aye.
And he was going through CVs, going, we need to find some new presenters for the Grand Tour. And he kept rubber stamping these CVs. And it was like, the guy that does the train videos?
What?
There's a guy that does train videos, and he has like a camera attached to like his face, and it's like looking at his face as he runs up the the fucking hell, what do you call the bit next to the tracks in the station? Running up the bit where you step onto the train carriage from. Platform, that's the one. Why my brain is fucking addled, you know.
It's
Um,
totally fine. It's near the end of the week.
is running up the platform like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's the 3701 from Exeter. Like proper, like excited about this train.
Ah, I do believe you call them foamers.
Foamers.
Yes.
What, in that they foam from the mouth,
I
like something
I
with
think that's the
rabies.
implication, yeah.
I see. Do you know the way you get rid of something with rabies is you kill it?
Okay. Thank you for that.
Like, it's a really, really weird fucking thing. But he's one of them. And then there's two guys that I've never seen before in my life. I'm just like, I don't know who the fuck these people are. Um, so yeah, it's a very, very strange like lineup that they've got. They don't really seem to have anything to do with cars. I mean, one of them has a lot to do with trains, for example.
I
Uh,
didn't I didn't you might have to contextualize this. Are they looking for new hosts of the Grand Tours? Is the Grand Tour going to continue?
as in, they've picked three new hosts, and these are the people that are going to be.
Oh,
And honestly, when I saw it and looked at them, I was just like, yep, that's a Grand Tour getting cancelled. Which is probably the wrong way to be, but I kind of feel like if it's not Clarkson, May, and Hammond, like they should just let it die.
yeah. To be honest, the last couple of Grand Tours, I didn't have too much interest in. Even then, like I feel that the kind of Top Gear and a bit of the Grand Tour kind of exists in a period of time, and it's okay to not just try and recreate that period of time over and over again.
Yeah,
Like you can use the ideas, but it also never it doesn't always have to be the same people as well. Like yeah, they had really good kind of chemistry on screen and it worked really well, but that doesn't mean that it always has to be them, if you know what I mean.
yeah. And like, I feel like I'm being a dick as well because the guys might actually be pretty good at it. You know, the American Top Gear with like
Mm-hmm.
Matt LeBlanc and stuff on it.
No, well, actually, I used to watch a bit of American Top Gear when it was Rutledge Wood, Tanner Faust, and I want to say Adam Carolla, and it was
Well,
not great. It was okay. It wasn't
Tanner
great.
Faust was really good.
I quite like Tanner, yeah.
Um, but yeah, like like if they hadn't called it the Top Gear and they'd try to be original, like do you know Fifth Gear works, right?
Mm.
Because Fifth Gear don't try to emulate Top Gear, and
Yeah,
that's
they did for a bit, but it wasn't really that successful. I preferred when they just did their own thing.
yeah. But as soon as they started doing their own thing, it improved dramatically. You know,
Yeah.
um, and I feel like if they're wanting to do this with these three guys, they just need to let the Grand Tour die and say, right, we need a new car show. Come up with a fucking cool name that isn't Top Gear or the Grand Tour or any other fucking play on that ethos, and we'll go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be their own thing. Like, because if you're trying to have them do what Clarkson, May, and Hammond do, it's just never gonna fucking work. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And do you know what also doesn't work is when other people try and recreate the same sort of dynamics.
Yes.
That's when it gets like a little bit weird. Like that's when you're like, this is not okay. Like it's like someone killing your best friend, wearing their skin and it appearing, and you'd be like, I don't feel okay about this.
Yeah. No,
This
I totally understand that. Like what you're saying there.
like I honestly do you know what, right? Top Gear was great, but I also don't miss it because like I've
No,
seen it so many times and it's like it's in my memory and stuff like that. I'm actually on the lookout for like new stuff.
precisely. Like, do you know? I think that's why, like the likes of Mighty Car Mods was so successful.
Absolutely. Mighty Car Mods is great. Do you know what I really liked about Mighty Car Mods is how over the years their production and what they have been able to do has just got better and better. I really enjoy their end of year kind of like sort of movies they make.
Yes, like the feature length ones,
Absolutely, yeah.
they are really cool. Like really cool. I like the two guys that do that. Like Marty and Moog,
Yeah.
class. You know, Moog does quite a lot of like EDM music on Spotify.
Yeah, absolutely. Most of their like feature length is just it's his music.
Yeah,
Yeah. And do you know what I really enjoyed as well is I enjoyed the Mighty Car Mods and Roadkill crossover. That was excellent.
that was really good. Although, do you know, I think the Roadkill guys, absolute shit effort.
What? The Crusher Impala?
Yeah, shit effort. Like compared to what Mighty Car Mods did, they literally just bolted a big engine in with a supercharger and were like, "Yeah, that's it, fucking done."
I mean, you don't watch much Roadkill.
No, I never got along with the guys that were in it.
Oh, see, I really liked Roadkill, and I actually thought that I mean, yeah, they did kind of phone it in and not really do very much other than buy a shit, like, just, or have, I can't remember if they bought one or they had one, just a shit car, and they put, like, a massive, fuck off, powerful motor in it. But, you know, it was absolutely hilarious, this total land barge that was just only able to peel, like, a one-tire fire around an autocross course. I really liked that episode. I thought both of the cars were great.
Oh yeah, like I get the appeal. It just I was like compared to what fucking Mike Carmods have done, you guys have phoned this in. Also, I have sent you several cars in the chat.
Oh
I
shit!
would
Sorry,
I
man.
would like your no no it's okay. I'm not expecting you to be like fucking watching the chat. It's just I would like your opinion. They're all Toyotas in keeping with the
Mm.
theme of the episode.
Apart from the Impreza S204,
Yes, that's
which is
true.
very nice.
I mean, we love an S model Impreza though.
We certainly do. Oh, those seats! You see when you see it and you look at it, you're like, ah, looks, it's got some like performance looking tack glued to it, and then you get down to the seats and you see them and you're like, ah, wait, no, this is an actual serious car.
Yeah, this is an actual machine. This is the real McCoy.
Absolutely, I see that Celica though. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I really like that style of Celica. Yeah, 70s Celica with the flared wheel arches is chef's kiss.
They're so well proportioned, man.
Yeah,
Do you know
it's
what
a nice
it's
car.
like? It's a bit like a '67 Mustang Fastback. There's just something about it that is just
Just
beautiful.
works. Just works.
Yeah,
And I really like, the twin headlights, but like sort of like blindered slightly by the each side of the front chrome bumper and the little side lights. It
yes,
makes it look really mean. It's a small design. 'Cause same thing with like the late 60s Charger. No,
yep,
sorry, not Charger. Challenger. Wait,
yes,
wait. Am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of Charger. I was right the first time.
yeah. The one that's in
The Dukes of Hazzard one, not the Vanishing Point one.
see, I was about to say Vanishing Point.
No, that was a Challenger. That was a white
Yeah,
Challenger. Yeah, the Charger is the bigger one.
squarer one.
The square one. That was the Dukes of Hazzard one. That's the Bullet one. Do you know what? That's probably an area I know a bit more about than you actually thinking about it. Is you've definitely got the market corner for JDM, but I do know a reasonable amount about old muscle, like the
Yeah,
US stuff, because I used to be really into muscle cars.
it was never something I got mad into. Like I'd love a Chevelle SS.
I like the
I'd love a
Chevelle, yeah.
I'd love a '67 Mustang fastback, and I would love the Challenger out of Vanishing Point in the same like cream white color and
Mm.
everything. But that's where my interest in it wanes. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done now.
Oh man, you're missing out on some like absolutely insane things. Like I actually really like some of the smaller stuff, like the Nova. I quite like. The tuning house Yenko did an earlier Chevelle, and it looks awesome, so cool. Charger's obviously a classic. Like there's so much interesting stuff. Um, like American Muscle, but I totally fell out of love with it. Like I just don't. I'm not that interested anymore.
Hmm, fair enough.
I'm much
I
more into
do.
like small cars, like the Yaris that you sent me, which looks fucking wild in a martini livery.
It looks incredible, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Could you imagine
The
just driving
one,
to the shops in that though?
oh, I would absolutely rock that to the shops and back. Like
It's just absolutely ripping it to the shops.
the three that I'm really interested in your opinion on are the one that you've just mentioned, the Yaris,
Mm-hmm.
which that's like the ideal spec as well because it's the circuit pack, which
Circuit
has
pack,
limited
yeah.
slip diffs front and rear. But the Toyota Crown and the Mark X is the ones because I was really looking at Mark X's, but I couldn't find any for like a daily driver.
Oh yeah, no, I can totally tell why. See,
And I just
oh sorry, man.
no, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I'm way more interested in, weirdly enough, the Mark X out of those two than the Crown. I just don't really care about Crowns. The
Fair
Toyota Crown
man,
just
fair.
doesn't do anything for me, unfortunately. To me, it just looks like an old big executive saloon car that's like a bit dull.
Fair enough, yeah.
But the Mark X, I do kind of see the appeal of.
Because there's a Mark X that exists that I would buy in a fucking heartbeat, right? And this is actually like legitimately tying us back into like this episode that we've been talking about.
Oh yeah.
So I'm about to send you the link, and it's for the Mark X GRMN, and it's essentially a Japanese M3.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see this thing, and like you see the seats and everything, and the fact that it's a six-speed manual with a 3.5 liter V6 with like 350 brake horsepower, I think you'll be like, oofed, yeah, I'm on board.
Do you know what the MN stands for?
I don't know.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Gazoo Racing, tuned by the master of the Nürburgring.
Ah, fuck. I remember hearing that now, actually, that you say it. Aye. Gazoo Racing Master of Nürburgring, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What I found that out today. I was like, that's wild. What the fuck? Do
They do love their mad names on Japanese cars, though.
you know what? Right, I like that, but I may well prefer the previous generation of the Mark X.
What, like the one I sent you?
Oh no, what's the other one? The smaller one that Toyota don't do in the UK.
Fuck, I don't know.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but I was sure that you sent me a Mark X, and I think it was a GRMN. It just felt a little bit squarer at the front,
Right.
more. You know how like the front of the one, um, the most recent one, like the newer one,
Yeah.
is like it's quite curved and the front lights are very slotted.
Yeah. That's fair.
But yeah, honestly, I have no idea. I think probably quite a good time for us to wrap it up. We're both
Yeah, I think so. We're getting a bit thin on the ground again.
we're getting into rambling territory, and that's not where we need to be.
No, definitely not. Um, well,
So, thanks for listening to our podcast, mostly about airsoft.
no, it wasn't mostly about airsoft. Mostly about GR Toyota
It's
Gazoo.
mostly about Toyota. Thanks for listening to our Toyota marketing material.
Yeah, man, it's been good.
Yeah, this has been fun. So I think thank you very much for listening. If you, enjoyed this insane rambly chat, please like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you and goodbye.
Smashing, toodaloo. Toodaloo.